As I stood frozen in the attorney's office, the words, "Your wife's will is invalid," still echoed in my mind. I had just discovered that my wife, Sarah, had left everything to a mysterious entity known only as the beneficiary. The lawyer's expression was sympathetic, but his eyes betrayed a hint of fear. He handed me a folder containing a single document with a strange symbol on it. I felt a chill run down my spine as I recognized the mark from the bills we had received. Suddenly, the office door slammed shut behind me, and I heard the sound of locks clicking into place. The lawyer's voice was muffled as he whispered, "You need to get out now." But it was too late. The lights began to flicker. If you want to know what happens next, follow now. Part 2 is coming. Before I continue, if you have not seen Part 1, go watch it now. Trust me. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows on the walls as I tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. The lawyer's voice was now a faint whisper, "The beneficiary, they're coming." I turned to see him backing away, his eyes fixed on something behind me. I spun around, but there was nothing. The air was thick with an unsettling silence. I turned back to the lawyer, but he was gone. The room was empty except for a small note on his desk. "Look at the bills again." I rummaged through my pocket and pulled out the crumpled bills. As I smoothed them out, I noticed a faint message on the margin. "Sarah was ours long before she was yours." My heart racing, I heard footsteps outside the door. The story continues. Follow for Part 3. Before I continue, if you have not seen Part 2, go watch it now. Trust me. The footsteps stopped outside the door, and I heard the sound of keys jingling. The lock clicked open, and the door creaked as it swung open. A figure stood in the doorway, its presence filling the room with an unspeakable dread. I tried to scream, but my voice was frozen in my throat. The figure stepped forward, revealing a woman with Sarah's face, but her eyes were black as coal. She whispered, "I've been waiting." I stumbled backward, tripping over the lawyer's chair. As I fell, I saw the symbol on the document glowing with an otherworldly light. The woman reached out, her hand closing around my wrist like a vice. I felt a searing pain as she pulled me toward her. The story continues. Follow for Part 4. If you're just joining, go back and watch Part 3 first. You need the full picture. As I was dragged closer, the woman's grip burned my skin. I saw my own reflection in her black eyes, distorted and twisted. She leaned in, her breath cold against my ear. "You should have split the bills," she whispered. The pain in my wrist intensified, and I felt my consciousness slipping away. The last thing I saw was the symbol on the document pulsing with an evil energy. Everything went dark, and I was consumed by an eternal silence. When my vision returned, I was alone in the office, the document still clutched in my hand. But something was terribly wrong. The words on the page had changed. Now it read, "The beneficiary, the case remains open, but now you know the truth." Follow for a new story tomorrow.